Okay, so this is lesson 2, microeconomics. On the first session we looked at unlimited desires and limited resources and the idea of scarcity and how those resources are produced, who's going to benefit from those resources, and we also did a quick look at production possibility curves. Lesson 2, we're going to be looking at value judgments, normative judgments, positive statements, positive economics, as well as the production possibility curve and how that works. We're also going to introduce the concept of productive efficiency. Okay, so a value judgment is an opinion, and economics is actually all about opinions and how we allocate those scarce resources. But we also have a thing called positive economics, which is based upon fact. So someone's done some research to prove or disprove a certain theory, and based upon that we also have normative economics, which is dependent upon experience and a moral judgment or an opinion on what you think is best and the best way of concluding something. So a normative statement might be that I think we should have lower income tax because that will make people work harder, so therefore we will produce more goods, and we're giving more responsibility back to the individual, so they're going to be less dependent upon the welfare state, so that's going to benefit society and create more responsibility in the world at large. So that is an opinion. It may also be based on a little bit of fact as well, because we may be able to prove that if you decrease income tax, then people may work harder. Okay, so we're still coming on this section of the course. We're still looking at production possibility curves, and we got the UK, and maybe we got the UK up here, and the UK, as we know, consumes a lot of goods and doesn't undertake that much investment, unlike China. So the fact that we consume all these goods here, right, we may well be on the production possibility curve. However, there's an opportunity cost involved, is that we're not undertaking all of that investment at that point, which is what we could do. Because if we didn't have any consumption at all, then we would undertake that much investment. But by having lots of consumption, we're giving up that amount there of investment there. Okay, so once again, there's a trade-off between the two. Okay, we're making decisions on what we do as a society, and there's an opportunity cost involved. We consume more goods, therefore we have less investment as a society. Right, and then we're talking about, well, what happens if we are inside the production possibility curve? Now what that means is there are unemployed resources between here and here. So macroeconomics, if we increase demand, then we can use up those unemployed resources. If we want to move the whole curve outwards, which is really producing, it's increasing the potential output of the economy, then we need to be using technology and innovation to be able to achieve that. However, at any set time, we will hopefully be on the production possibility curve. Now, if we're on that curve, that is called the point of productive efficiency. What does that mean? That means that we're producing the goods at the lowest cost. Okay, that's the definition of it. But to be productively efficient, you've also got to be technically efficient, which is getting the maximum output from a given number of inputs. So when we're on this curve, they often say, okay, you get a multiple choice question, we're on here, so therefore we know that we're productively efficient because we're producing the goods at the lowest cost, but also we must be technically efficient as well because we're getting maximum output from the given number of inputs. However, we are not allocatively efficient. It's another form of efficiency, because here we don't know that we're producing the goods that consumers really, really want. And to do that, you also need to be allocatively efficient. So within economics, right, two things from this is that there are lots of different terms of efficiency, and it's absolutely fundamental that you know all of those. There's dynamic efficiency, productive efficiency, technical efficiency, static efficiency, and you've got to make sure you know all of those. But we just started off with productive efficiency and technical efficiency here. And the other bit of economics is it can be based on positive economics, and that is based upon fact, or normative economics, which is based upon opinion, although there may be some factual evidence to back up that particular opinion from there. Okay, so this is lesson 2, microeconomics, production possibility curves.